Hi there, it's Mary Jo. Um, Today is October 13th, Friday the 13th, 2023. Thought I'd come on and do a twin flame reading for tomorrow's new moon annular solar eclipse in Libra. It's a south node eclipse because Libra is in the south node position as we speak. So first off, I'm going to say I apologize for any downstairs noise that you may hear. I've been trying to do this for a while, and every time it gets quiet, I sit down, get ready, and they get loud again, and I'm just going to roll with it. So I can't control it. The messages want to come out, so I've already, in my shuffling, I've already got a couple cards that wanted to fly out, so I've stopped and just pressed play. Hope everyone is doing well. This energy has been quite intense. Since my awakening journey, I have not felt an eclipse energy as strongly as this. But if I look back to the last time that we had a new moon annular solar eclipse, it's a ring of fire, which is what the annular means, in Libra, in the South Node, was October of 2005. What were you doing back then? What was going on in your life? Where were your thoughts? What was what was going on? Because that was the last time. And I'm seeing some similarities, but in a good way. It's like more of a reflection, um, thinking back. So I've got a bunch of notes here. I just wanted to get at it. It's been a long time since I've gotten a lot of notes in reference to a lunar event or any event. So get cracking, yeah? So I woke up this morning with the message, it's time to start a whole new chapter. And like I said, the last time we had this Libra in the South Node as a solar eclipse at the same time, was 2005. So that was this one. We've got Venus all over it. Venus rules Libra, but we also have the full moon eclipse in Taurus at the end of the month, which we're still cleaning up the last bits of when Taurus was in the North Node position. So that's a North Node full moon, even though we have North Node in Aries right now. It's like I said, it's cleaning up the energy from Taurus's transit, and Venus also rules Taurus. So Venus is all over October this year, and that's a good thing. So, but here's a key. Here's a key. What I didn't realize, and I've done my research. I've meditated on it, and I will be stuttering because the energy is coming through so quickly. But Venus during this eclipse is at her farthest point away from the sun. Okay, so you're going to ask, well, what does that mean, Mary Jo? Well, let me tell you. So when she's close to the sun, it means that we're overly emotionally connected to whatever situations, whatever experiences that we're having at that time. When she's farthest away from the sun, she brings in the energy of emotional detachment, kind of like letting things unfold naturally. I'm going to repeat the mantra that I've mentioned a few times in the last few videos, possibly. I hope I did. I meant to. Um, I've got this hanging up in my bathroom. It says detachment means I'm open to whatever happens, and when it does, I'll know the next steps to take. This is the more times that we detach emotionally, detach from an outcome, detach from expectations, we learn that, or we grow in being comfortable in the unknown, and then being grateful for whatever shows up, and it also has a lot to do with trusting the divine, trusting our soul knows exactly what it's doing, and trusting our higher self to guide us in each step. And we do that each time that we go through a cycle of whatever it is. So yeah, like I said, the energy is asking us to let things unfold naturally, but because it's resembling the 2005 solar eclipse cycle, what was going on back then for you? How could you have done things differently and reconcile that within yourself with this eclipse? And then I heard, live without regrets. I understand we can't go back and fix things, but we can certainly do things differently moving forward. So that kind of gives me kind of a feeling that there might be some opportunities coming up with this eclipse that maybe were from 2005, eclipse, where we're able to meet that energy on, head on, with us being in a different frequency. That makes sense. So like I said, I'm going to be doing, I've got the Feminine Tarot over here. I've got the Divine Masculine's Tarot over here. Yeah, got the Death card and the Nine of Wands. This is putting an end to old patterns. We are clearing karmic patterns at this time, for sure. Oh my gosh. Hello. Yep, we certainly are. I've got a deck for the connection, and look what come out. The Death card. Yep. Six of Wands on the bottom right now. I'm just going to put that there because it just flew out, and I was told to keep it. Got the Moonology Messages deck to start out with, and the card that flew out was Take a Risk. This feels like maybe stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit, which is interesting because it's usually the North Node energy, but being Libra in the South Node energy, that's the clearing karmic energy. Maybe part of that karmic energy is fear of saying something, fear of speaking your mind, fear of going for that dream or that job. The other day, I think it was the last video I did, the title, I believe it was, Hold Your Vision. Since then, I've gotten through hold the faith for your vision. Yes, keep your eye on the prize, but also hold the faith that it's going to materialize, that it's going to come to fruition. Because if we just hold the vision, okay, this is what I want, there isn't anything backing it up, really, is there? That's just kind of how I work through that for myself. But yeah, so that's just a little side note here. So let's get going. Let's continue. So we've got Take a Risk here. I love the compass here. It's kind of like saying to me, follow your North Star, break out of a comfort zone. Let me tell you, this energy has by no means been comfortable to sit in. I just couldn't. I had to go out twice yesterday, and every time I did, the collective energy was horrific. It was horrific. I couldn't wait to get home in my little tiny little apartment and burn some sage and just be clear of it. Oof, that was interesting. Seek healing. I'm seeing that as ancestral healing. Patterns of all the generations before us. Taking on ancestral healing, agreeing, or, well, we've already agreed when we came here, those of us who know why we're here. Certainly all of us agreed to our path prior to incarnation, but it's in this lifetime, in the human form, agreeing, and that's not the word I want to use, Spirit. What is the word that it's eluding me? Anyone see it around my head? Because I'm losing it. Commit. Thank you. Commit to, this is about committing to the healing process, no matter how long it takes. Here we've got facing your fears. We start with taking a risk and facing your fears. What is this going to be bringing up for this twin connection here? because how they're sitting on the table for me, I've got Face Your Fears is on the side where I'm going to be doing the masculine energy reading. And I've got Take a Risk on the feminine side. I just realized I set them down as my feminine side, my left side, my masculine side, my right side. Very clever, Mary Jo. Yeah, all of this is going to require us to have strength, endurance, fortitude, motivation, even I'm hearing. Because I'm feeling there is definitely a heavy energy in this particular connection that I'm tapping into, one or both partners, I'm not sure. Again, you can't, as always, you can read, listen to this, and it can resonate to your own inner feminine and masculine. I am reading for physical masculine and feminine right now, but we'll see what comes out. Yeah, well, masculine wants to go first. Seems like masculine is facing some fears, gaining strength, gaining courage. Divine Mother, Divine Father, Holy Spirit, Highest Self, Divine Masculine energy, please. Where is he? Where is the Divine Masculine? He or she? No gender attached. Well, he is all over the place because these cards are, yeah. He's in healing mode right now. 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, Temperance. He's in healing mode right now. That's why it feels so heavy. Clarify this 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Yeah, he's working through a lot of confusion. He's also healing where, are you okay, Bridget? You got a frog in your throat? All right. Nope. You got a snout full of incense, don't you? You okay? Okay. Yeah, the Divine Masculine is, I feel like he is healing, he or she is healing choices that they've made in the past. Really reconciling with themselves about how they may have caused hurt to themselves or others, possibly their Divine Feminine. Tell me why this 3 of Swords is here, please. Is that the only one that flipped? I'm not taking this one. Yeah. How do we start again? How do I take that first step? They're facing their fears, like really reflecting on how they were in the past, choices they made for themselves. Actually, they're realizing that the choices they made for themselves were also choices that they made for the Divine Feminine without her input. Wow. Tell me about this Temperance. Well, of course, that one wants to come out. I keep trying to pick it up and put it back, and it doesn't want to go in. 9 of Pentacles. The Divine Masculine sees the Divine Feminine and sees her doing well. I'm getting a little bit of a feeling of, it's not strong, it's really light. It's about What is that? It's I don't know, that it's kind of like a woe is me type of energy, but I can't, I'm really having a hard time articulating this. Um, I'm going to go back to that because I can't grab onto that one message that's trying to come in. Another message that's coming in is that through this healing, they've had to be okay with who they are and who they've been, and like I said, reconcile that with themselves. And yeah, but they are seeing the divine feminine healed. They're seeing the divine feminine doing well on her own. Yeah, just kind of like feeling like, geez, did I fuck that up? Did I mess that up? And how do I fix that? How do I even reach out? Well, divine feminine is saying, take a risk. Divine masculine, take a risk. All right, divine feminine, where's your overall energy at this time, please? Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, Three of Pentacles, nice. Doing some mission work, doing what she came here to do is what I'm hearing. Really stepping into her power because it's time. A lot of them are finding others to do this work with, like-minded souls to do this work with. She's focused on mission. She knows that this connection is part of her mission, but she's not solely focused on the connection. Tell me what this Three of Pentacles is, please. She knows that this too is the path. It's all the same thing. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Really, for a lot of divine feminine energies, it could very well be that you're all starting your own business. And maybe you're stepping out of the crowd and collaborating with others instead of being behind the scenes. Really stepping into your power, allowing yourself to shine. Yeah, and I'm suddenly feeling overwhelmed, like I can't catch my breath, and it's so divine feminine is there's a lot going on here in your life, yeah. And you're needing to stay grounded, but stay elevated as well. You're finding that balance because you know this is the path that you're meant to take. Let's start over here. So divine feminine, where are you in your heart space when it comes to this connection in your counterpart? Where are you in your heart space, divine feminine? Well, very interesting. Got the Hermit and the Eight of Wands in reverse. I don't traditionally read reversals, but they specifically came out. And then we've got Strength in her heart space. She's had to have to over. I can't articulate today. Let's try this again. She's had to overcome a lot of what she's been saying to herself about the physical distance between her and her masculine. I just heard, and I don't know why it comes into play here, but I heard making a list and checking it twice. So reflecting, going back, redoing things, really, like I said in the beginning, reflecting back to 2005 in that eclipse. Where were you? Where were you on your spiritual journey? Where were you? I mean, I wasn't even awake yet. I had my awakening in 2012, but I was with my divine masculine in 2005. So it's there. A lot has gone on in that time. You know, she's had to clear up miscommunication within herself, in her heart, what she was telling herself. I feel like this is the Hermit in reverse. This is clearing up distortions. Wow. Divine masculine, where are you in your heart space when you think of your divine feminine in this connection? Thank you. One more. Yes. Where are you in your heart space? Yeah. All right, so we've got the Emperor and Three of Pentacles and the Moon in his heart space. Well, he is facing some of the fears. We have this here, and with the Moon here, I feel like this lunation, this eclipse is going to he's got the Three of Pentacles. She's got the Three of Pentacles up here as well. Get a clarifier first. Thank you. There we go. And the Three of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Wow. Okay. So this is where the divine masculine in his heart space. There's some things that other people, third party energies, whether that's work, whether that's friends, whether that's a commitment. He's got to be focused on that right now. It's like he can't even focus on the divine feminine right now. He has to stay in his power. He has to cross his T's, dot his I's, is what's coming through with this Eight of Wands. He's got to be very keen in his heart space. So what that's saying to me is he can't allow himself to be emotionally connected, which is a good thing that Venus is farthest away from the sun. Yeah, because we need him to be emotionally detached from the feminine energy in this connection right now, because he has things, karmic things, that need to be cleared up. I do want one on the Moon, please, Spirit. Yeah, there's an ending. So this is the third time I'm mentioning the Death card here, I think. There's that one there. It was on the bottom of the deck before I shuffled, and then here it is again. Yeah, he's got to put an end to a lot of things, actually, not only karmic connections. We do have Uranus is in a yod today or tomorrow with this eclipse. Uranus and Neptune in a yod to the Moon. This is sudden things. Things are going to be eclipsed out in his heart space. This is about I'm really having a hard time putting this into emotional terms, and I feel it's because he knows he's had to remove himself emotionally, because there are things in his physical world that he needs to be on it. He just needs to be on it and not be deterred, not be distracted. All right. So where is he in his mind space when it comes to the divine feminine and this connection? Where's divine masculine? his mind space. There's the King of Wands. She's got the King of Wands. I just heard from this King of Wands, I'm just trying to keep my head above water at this moment. We've got the Queen of Swords. Needs to be very discerning. There's the Queen of Wands. There's the counterparts right there. There's the counterparts. But I do have the Queen of Swords. I was looking right at this Queen of Wands. This is for a very few of you. This is where, if your counterpart is in a connection with another person, if they're married, trying to get out of that, whatever it is, a mother possibly even, they've got their eye on you. So that's just for some. So I'm going to go back to the masculine energy. Is he's got his eye on his divine feminine, but he's had to, this is a very cold energy, emotionless energy, and he's had to pull himself back from that. I mean, it's screaming at me for some reason in this energy, and I find that very interesting. But so right now, see how it sits on my table like this. Divine masculine, divine feminine, get up there. See, he's had to turn his back on the feminine right now. He can't think about her. He doesn't want to try to feel anything for her right now, because there's this energy in between them. But the good thing about that is that energy is, my goodness, doesn't want to come up. Six of Swords. He's thinking ahead. He is thinking ahead. Like I said, dotting my I's, crossing my T's. I came up with this energy. Some of them may be watching my P's and Q's. So this masculine energy, I feel, is really just tied up in 3D crap. The best way that I can put it, that needs his attention right now. When we pull back from that, another energy that's coming through is that in the heart space, it's like an opening, a sudden opening, and the floodgates open, and then the emotions pour in. The floodgates open, and the emotions start pouring in, and could, for some, or even for this particular masculine I'm talking about, could definitely bring in communication, whether that's in the dream state, whether that's in physical, and that communication transforms the connection. It opens up new gateways. Suddenly just started like hyperventilating. My heart started racing. My mouth is dry. It's like really nervous energy. It's like stress. It's really stressful. Okay. I'm hearing the energies are moving so quickly right now that the energy right this minute could be different if I ask the same questions 2 minutes from now. You know what I mean? It's just so, or even tomorrow. So just keep that in mind, that these energies are moving very quickly. Uranus is coming through, is breaking things down, breaking things up, shaking things up, bringing in communication, like unexpected. What was that one that I wrote? I wrote it down somewhere, and I threw it out. I know it. I forgot to write that down on my notes. So the first message I got through the other day about this eclipse was sudden shifts in relationships. Of course, everybody's getting that through, but I got it through. I heard it. So I'm also getting it through. Just sudden shifts that transform the connection. What you don't see. Oh, I got it now. Okay. Okay, so I was asked to remove these cards because they were my clarifiers for these 3 cards in his heart space. And how I had them laid on, I had these cards down here laid on top of these. This is what you don't see. You don't see that this masculine is taking control of it, like self-mastery, taking control of his physical situation. He's putting in the time, he's putting the effort, and it's going to be, it's very deeply emotional for him. It's deeply, he's facing a lot of his fears, but he's putting in the work, and you just, this moon energy is definitely going to shift all of that into, it goes this way. It's just bringing all this energy in, transforming the connection. He's working on it. I mean, he's definitely not sitting still doing nothing. But like I said, there's a majority of them, the masculine energies, I'm feeling that they've got things going on that they've just got to, they've had to emotionally detach. Well, then again, that's what you want, right? If we're on this journey, we know that our guides, I would like to think that yours is too, but my guides are always saying, detach, 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 detach to the outcome, detach about how you want it to look, how you want it to feel. Nothing wrong with, envisioning that and putting that out into the universe, but don't be so attached to it that when it comes, that if it doesn't look exactly the way that you envisioned it, then you're disappointed. It just, that's why we have to surrender to the divine, because in our higher selves, because it's, our soul knows exactly how things are supposed to play out, where the human isn't meant to know that. This is, I feel that this masculine is there, or he's been working on getting there, detaching himself emotionally from first how things have been in the past with his divine feminine, how he was in the past with him, the divine feminine, in other situations and with other people, with friends, family, whatever. But it's like he's found that within that detachment, he hears a little more clearly, about, which directions to take. Of course, what's that saying? In the silence is when the answers come. Silence can be really loud with messages. I mean, it's very true. And any of you have been on a retreat or in deep meditation, it certainly does come with a lot of answers, because we connect with ourselves. So this divine masculine, he's done the work. If you've questioned whether whether or not your divine masculine has done the work, you're actually questioning yourself, because it is you, is not in another body. So if you've done the work, then you can trust that your counterpart has done the work. That's how it plays out. That's how it's meant to be. And then there's work that you two do together when you come into physical union again, or for the first time, I guess I could say. All right, divine feminine, where are you in your head space, your mind space, when it comes to this divine masculine and this connection? What's on your mind? Four of Pentacles. Four of Wands. That came out in my pre-shuffle. One more. Queen of Swords. Both of them have the Queen of Swords. So there's truth and there's clarity coming in about what they need to let go of, and what they need to celebrate. You know, this is about opening the heart, and I felt that over here in the divine masculine's heart space is there's an opening of the heart. You know, of course there would be with Venus so active at this time, right? I just realized in the heart space they've both got the Eight of Wands. We've got the Three of Pentacles on the table for both of them. We've got the King of Wands on the table for both of them. We've got the Queen of Swords on the table for both of them. So in her mind space, she's very clear about how she needs to, what works for her, what doesn't work for her, and she's very clear on union. She wants union. And she's already gone through and she's cut out people, places, things that don't serve her anymore. Let's just get a clarifier on this Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here? I will say that both Queen of Swords are facing toward the future. How they're positioned on the table. They're both very clear. But like I said, for a very small few, there is someone watching you who is involved with the masculine, or quite possibly they're watching the masculine, making sure that they don't communicate with you. That's just for a few of you. Why is the Queen of Swords here in her mind space? What is she clear about? Knight of Swords wants communication. She knows this is coming. She can feel it. She can sense it. She's been seeing. She knows the 1111 portal holds a lot of weight in this connection. She may have been seeing 1111, 111 more than is possible on the clock, you know, throughout a day, and she's seeing it everywhere. So I've got the 1111 here. I feel this divine feminine energy is, she has been reflective. She has, in her heart space, she has seen where she wasn't always forthcoming with her words, if she's had opportunities in the past. And actually, let's just get one on the Four of Pentacles. And she's very clear that given the opportunity again, she would do things differently. She's ready to celebrate. She's ready for union. Ooh, holy cow. Oh my gosh. Nine of Pentacles on the Four of Pentacles over here. Yeah, so we've got the Nine of Pentacles repeating as well for both of them. Yeah, this feminine has learned how to manage her finances really well. Perhaps this is part of the lesson that she's had to learn for herself during this physical separation, you know, from the masculine energy. I feel she's had to, she's discovered how to balance her feminine and masculine energy within herself. She's learned how to open her heart. But not get lost in that, I'm hearing. All right. I want to go to the connection. First card that came out in pre-shuffle. I hope all of that made sense. I have no idea. I kind of lose myself when I'm channeling, so I can't hold on to the whole messages. But so this connection is definitely going through a transformation, whole new cycle. It's time to start a whole new chapter. Let's take a look at what this chapter is going to look like. The Lovers. Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh. I'm looking at these wands as opportunities, and because they were, we may have been so focused on these opportunities that have taken all of our strength and all of our energy. We've kind of let things that mattered go to waste. This boat is in disrepair there. This is about now choosing love over the material world. If given the opportunity again with one another, choosing love, choosing the Venus energy, because it's not just for themselves. This connection knows that they're here to uplift humanity. They're here for the whole world, not just for themselves. I'm hearing, it goes along with what it said. My last message I got through is live without regrets. This is about not wasting any time, not wasting the opportunities when they present themselves. And I know that's not what these cards would say traditionally, but that's what's coming through. Wow. And what else do you want to tell me here? The opportunity here. Eight of Cups. Choose differently. That's what I'm hearing. We walk away from things that have run its course. They're no longer emotionally fulfilling for us, but we walk toward the Nine of Cups. We walk toward the Ten of Cups. We walk toward our ultimate happiness because we choose that. We choose to take responsibility for our patterns, for our own healing, for things in our lives and in this connection that we have let go that we've left to the wayside, that we let it rot, we've let it go into disarray, or I'm really flabbergasted or fumbling with my words again. It's just that's got to end. This connection knows that that's got to end, and it is ending. It's coming to an end. This eclipse is gonna move that that mindset out. Is gonna move that pattern out of an opportunity presents itself and then nobody takes action because they're waiting for the other one to take action. You know what I mean? That kind of energy is what's coming through. Oh, too much. No, I'm going to take it though. Ace of Wands, Five of Swords, Two Cups, and the Devil. Actually, should go over here, but you know what I mean. You got me. These cards are very thin cardstock. I actually got blessed and found the vintage version of the Mythic Tarot. Paid a little bit more than I normally would for tarot deck, but I've been searching for over a year for this, so found it. Yeah. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. No more, yeah, like I said, no more of that sitting and waiting for the other. It just puts us in a place of defeat, because then nobody wins in that situation. Nobody wins. Got the Two of Cups and the Devil. What I'm hearing with this is this connection, this love trumps old karmic patterns, trumps old karmic bondage connections, you know, anything that's toxic. It elevates us. So get ready to receive this new love, because it's coming in. It clears all that toxicity that of the past. This connection has learned. They've learned from their own past, I don't want to say mistakes, but for lack of a better word, let's use that word. Because I don't believe in mistakes. I believe everything that happens for a reason, and it's our perception of it and how we respond versus react to it is what's key. So in the past, if we were given, you know, in the past, it was distorted. It was one-upmanship. It was, you know, old traditional 3D relationship type of energy, right? This connection has learned from all of that. They're ready for a new beginning. They're ready to open their hearts and receive the love that's meant for them. I do have the Lovers and the Devil. They're the inverse of, you know, in the traditional tarot, it's the light and the shadow of those cards, of the energy, and they are both the 6 card. I just realized that these don't have any numbers on them. So, yeah, Devil is the 15, Lovers is a 6. Let me just tap into this Devil. We are moving away from all of that, not just in our own outer worlds, you know, individually as you know, the counterparts, but the connection itself. It's ready to receive something new, a new love. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. Chariot, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Moving in quick, even though this Knight of Pentacles can look like it's going slowly. And it does move a little slower than others. But this is like communication. Somebody gets the idea and runs with it to finally not miss an opportunity. This is a 7-year that we're in, 2023. It is the year of the Chariot. It is about moving forward. It's about victory. Yeah, this Devil energy is about just moving in a totally different direction. It's time to start a whole new chapter. Time to start a whole new chapter. I've got the Death card twice on the table, but specifically in the connection. It's time to start a whole new chapter. And we do that because we've done the healing. You know, we're still facing our fears and taking a risk. You know, that's what happens when you face your fears. You take a risk, don't you? And, you know, when we do that, it just propels us into a healing cycle. So how do we get past anything that's holding us back? What's holding this connection back? What's holding this connection back? 6 of Swords and Hangman. Yeah. one or both of the counterparts just isn't moving. One wants to, the other one's not ready. Whatever you resonate with, I resonate with this energy. Let's get going. But I understand that my counterpart's not in a position to yet. So they've got some more things to learn. They've got some more downloads to receive. But once this pause is over, things are going to move quickly. How is the universe supporting this connection? How's the universe supporting this connection? Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. The universe is helping the counterparts make a decision to choose union. Plain simple. We're being moved in that direction to choose union, to choose physical abundance and prosperity on all levels, to choose union. Because it's the Pentacles and it's progression. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and both counterparts have the three of Pentacles. It's progression. You may also be seeing 1, 2, 3 on the clocks, or anywhere, license plates, whatever. Strength on the bottom. Again, headed on the bottom of this deck. I know it's been a long time for a lot of us out there on this journey. And I know it's getting hard to hold the vision and to keep the faith. But the new chapter is coming. The new chapter is coming. I want one more card. Let's get a final card from the Moonology deck. The other Moonology deck. Final messages for this Twin Flame collection, or collective connection. I went to go say for the solar eclipse in Libra. Pitches in my ears just shifted. Wow. Wish you could hear that. Can you hear that? Bring love into the situation. Let's get 2 more. Yeah, time to open up the heart. I feel this eclipse is definitely going to be doing that. I'm going to take the top one because I think that one flipped. I'm being told nope. Well, there's a lot of energies. Yeah, these energies would definitely shift quickly. Two more. Thank you. So there's 3 more. Balance spirituality and practicality. That's for some. Bringing in the, what you're receiving and applying that in your physical world. You are good enough. Somebody needs to hear that. You are loved. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of everything you've ever desired. And a new romantic cycle begins. Yeah. See that? What do we got tomorrow? New moon in Libra. Solar eclipse. New moon in Libra. Can't make this shit up, can ya? Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I'm going to leave it there, folks. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that so much. I'm dumbfounded. I'm just okay. I'm gonna leave it there. As always, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. Till next time. Happy solar eclipse. New moon in Libra. Make it a good one, yeah. Till next time.